The second is my request. Have you seen the Golden Dragon King in front of you? Tuoshe Gudi suddenly said with guilt, and there were obviously other flavors in his voice. Tuoshe, you and my brothers, you don't have to blame yourself like this. Since it was what I decided, I have never regretted it. The Golden Dragon King said to the ancient Emperor Tuoshe, even in the state of his soul, the eyes of the Golden Dragon King. Looking at the ancient Emperor Tuoshe firmly, he did not move a bit. When our great thousand worlds retreated, if you hadn't led the Dragon Clan to support, where would there be such an old bone as me? Jinlong, you treated me like this, and it was a charge of betrayal of the whole clan. I really feel sorry for it. This time I will let you. My disciple Xiao Yan atones for me. I'm really sorry for you. Ancient Emperor Tuoshe's eyes were full of guilt, and there was a hint of apology in his mouth. Brother? Xiao Yan muttered to himself. It seems that there seems to be a deep relationship between the Master and the Golden Dragon King. But now, although Xiao Yan is puzzled and does not ask many questions, he continues to listen to Tuo Shigudi said, Jinlong, you don't have to argue with me. Listen to me. My teacher and I have planted the seal of reincarnation, and we will wake up in the next battle. The most urgent task now is you. You must first recast your body and then go to the Dragon Clan to clear the charges and restore your strength to the peak in order to cope with the next catastrophe. The Master predicted before he fell asleep that the next time may be the final end. Good brother, it is the greatest luck to have you in this life. This time it is my disciple to protect you. The ancient Emperor Tuoshe sounded softly in Jinlong's mind. After all, nothing was said, and the brotherhood, needless to say, was in the hearts of the two of them. After comforting his good brother, Emperor Tuoshe continued to talk to Xiao Yan. These two arduous tasks will be handed over to you, Xiao Yan. We believe that you will succeed. When you succeed, it will be the time for us to wake up. When that time comes, we will recreate the glory with you, and we will kill you together. Evil clan from outside the territory? Ancient Emperor Tuoshe looked at Xiao Yan expectantly. This is a reward for you to be promoted to Dao Emperor as a teacher. Jinlong, you should live in there and assist Xiao Yan in the future. A seemingly simple ring on his finger fell towards Xiao Yan's hand. This ring is called Emperor Flame Ring, and there is about 100 feet of space in it. There are some other medicine pills and fighting skills I have learned, and I have learned. There is also a space charm for first aid. When encountering an invincible enemy, quickly crush it and you can escape far away, especially that extraterritorial evil race. In addition, I also kept the soul clone in the important mission I mentioned, and some secrets you want to know. When you collect the corresponding strange fire or the strength reaches the corresponding level, you will gradually know it. When you are strong enough, you can know it by touching it with your soul. Remember to keep this ring safe. Emperor Tuoshe said solemnly to Xiao Yan. Look at the 100 zhang space in the ring. There are many things in the medicine scroll material. Xiao Yan's heart was violently shocked. The usual space for accepting the ring is only a few feet. Generally, there are special people who are better. Only those made of special materials have a space of more than 10 feet. If this space of 100 feet is put up for auction on the mainland, what kind of scene will it be? Of course, Xiao Yan is not really stupid enough to sell it. Then Xiao Yan said solemnly, Don't worry, Master, I will definitely protect this ring. Is it an alien race? It seems that even his own master hates these people to the core. The black figure before should also be considered an alien race. The strength is really strong. Xiao Yan asked himself based on his current strength. It is impossible to beat him, but self-defense is not a problem. You are still young and have unlimited potential. My master and I both believe in you. My mission can be considered completed. This soul should dissipate. The illusory soul of Emperor Tuoshe slowly turned into stars, dispersed with bursts of relief on his face. Respectful farewell to the master. Xiao Yan solemnly kowtowed 3 times at the place where the ancient Emperor Tuoshe's soul avatar disappeared, and Jinlong looked at the disappeared soul of the ancient Emperor Tuoshe and murmured to himself, In that case, you are waiting for me, and I will also add a heavy touch to this world. After a long time, Xiao Yan, who was the first to react, clasped his fist towards Jinlong and said, Senior, I don't know what we should do now. Fuck, I'm your master's brother. I have such a youngest and a senior. I'm called Shizu. The golden dragon soul in front of him complained to Xiao Yan. Master. Yes, that's good. He laughed and got into the Emperor Flame Ring in Xiao Yan's hand. I believe that Tuo Shi also told you just now that the real Fenjue cultivation method has been recorded in your mind. Now I will tell you that our dragon family is a giant in this world. If you have a chance in the future, you will naturally know that I have not been to the Duqi continent of your lower planes, but I heard Tuosha say that your lower planes call unusual flames different fires. Call these strange flames born between heaven and earth holy flames. The Golden Dragon King was entrenched in the ring and faced Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan? I don't know what's the difference between it and my strange fire? Xiao Yan listened to what the Golden Dragon King said, and always felt that there was a slight difference between the two. It's really smart. Yes, there is a difference between the two. The so-called extraordinary fire is an ordinary flame, most of which do not have too high intelligence. As long as they can withstand its violent power, they can be subdued. But holy fire Yan is different. They have been cultivated to give birth to wisdom that is not inferior to human beings, and even the powerful sacred Yan has already established itself as a party's overlord. Xiao Yan listened to the Golden Dragon King and couldn't help but feel a little worried. Can such a powerful holy flame still be swallowed? But it's actually not difficult to conquer them. The Golden Dragon King smiled, clearly seeing Xiao Yan's worries. The more powerful the power, the more expensive the price. It is because of the sanctions of heaven and earth that we have a chance. You know, every monster or monster race or a flame born from heaven and earth has a long lifespan. Component placement. But heaven and earth do not allow this kind of supernatural existence, so we made a rule that we must break through our own shackles every 100,000 years. The so-called baptism is 10 deaths and no life. Back then, when I was young and arrogant, I only realized how terrible the scourge was when I broke through a certain scourge. That time I thought it was the real death. It's me, the Golden Dragon King recalled. So it is, but the master doesn't have to blame himself too much, who is not frivolous when he is young. Xiao Yan listened to the Golden Dragon King in the ring, and clearly felt the warmth spread to his fingers. The same is true of Yun Lanzong. There are 36 species on the Holy Flame list. They are scattered throughout the world. Ordinary people only know that it can be swallowed up as an assistant for refining medicine pills, but they don't know that it is the nemesis of the abominable alien race. The 36 kinds of holy flames correspond to the 36 evil races outside the territory, and the existence of each source fire is an existence that can completely suppress the strength of the evil race outside the territory. The war 10,000 years ago was precisely because of these holy flames in our great thousand worlds have given us tremendous help. The top 3 holy flames have all fallen into reincarnation and slumber. You know so much, and I will naturally explain it to you when you encounter it. The Golden Dragon King said solemnly, "Let's go, we should go too, and take you to see this great world." The Golden Dragon King looked at Xiao Yan with a smile. How could I disobey your request, Tuoshe? Xiao Yan in front of him heard what the Golden Dragon King said. Although it was an understatement, Xiao Yan could feel the hardships of that battle. If that day really comes, I will do my best. Immediately, without being hypocritical, he strode out of the ancient cave. Dakian world? Just let me Xiao Yan come to meet you. Xiao Yan looked into the distance firmly. Subscribe for more videos like share and comments. Take care, bye.